I still get a headache thinking about the time at the old automotive assembly plant when the main packaging line went completely dark because a $3 solenoid valve failed. It was just one tiny piece of hardware, but we didn't have it on the shelf, and it took 6 hours to get a tech on site. 6 hours of paying guys to stand around and sweep the floor while we missed our shipment window. That's when it clicks that a compressor service contract isn't just a piece of paper you sign to satisfy corporate. It's either a real shield or a total illusion.
6 hours? Oh, that's brutal, Jason. But, the illusion is exactly what people buy into. They see a logo on a van, they sign the quarterly maintenance agreement, and they think, okay, we're covered. But then it's 2 a.m. on a Tuesday, your system loses pressure, and you find out the hard way that the nearest tech is actually 3 hours away in another district. It's a commodity mindset, right? People treat air service like buying copier paper, but when the air stops, the whole plant stops.
Exactly. And the very first filter you need to run, and it's so simple but people skip it, is asking, can you actually service every single brand we have in this building? Because most plants aren't just one pure, sterile, brand new setup. They've got a Kaishan over here, an old legacy machine over there, maybe a different brand of dryer. It's a mixed bag.
Right, a complete jigsaw puzzle. And if you go with a service provider that's heavily tied to one specific original equipment manufacturer, an OEM, they might say they can service other brands, but can they actually get the OEM parts to keep your extended warranties valid? Or are they going to push you into managing 3 different maintenance contracts just to keep from violating some warranty clause? It becomes an absolute nightmare to manage.
Well, and there's a real conflict of interest there too, right? If the provider is owned by or exclusive to one manufacturer, they have zero incentive to optimize your mix system. Every recommendation they make is going to lead back to their own ecosystem. It's like going to a doctor who only prescribes one brand of medicine because they own the pharmacy. You're getting locked into an expensive service contract and a very narrow line of equipment upgrades.
That's a great way to put it. So if we had to distill this down for someone sitting in their office right now, looking at a pile of service bids, the real question isn't just, hey, do you guys fix air compressors? It's, can you keep my entire messy real-world system running efficiently without forcing me to play by one single manufacturer's rules?
Yeah, that's the core of it. Are they there to serve your plant's actual configuration, or are they there to be a funnel for one brand's sales pipeline? If they can't show they can handle the whole floor, you're setting yourself up for finger-pointing the second a system-wide issue pop up.
Okay, so let's say they pass that first test. They can work on your machines. But now we get to the actual operational reality. What separates a real partner from just, a guy with a set of wrenches and a pickup truck? For me, it starts with actual physical distance and where those techs are sleeping at night. If their response time is some vague promise like, oh, we get there as fast as we can, but they're based 2 hours away, that's a massive red flag.
Oh, as fast as we can is code for, you're at the bottom of the list if a bigger account calls. You need a documented, written commitment. But it's not just about the drive time, it's about what's in their local warehouse. I mean, if a distributor has been trained for decades by a corporate parent to keep their local inventory ultra lean to save money, guess what? When your compressor goes down, they're going to diagnose it, tell you they have to order the part from some centralized hub halfway across the country, and leave you sitting idle for 3 days.
Exactly. Meanwhile, you're losing thousands of dollars an hour. Independent distributors, the ones who actually have skin in the game locally, they tend to keep their shelves stocked because their entire business relies on their local reputation. They can't hide behind a corporate shield. If they let down a plant manager down the road, everyone in the local industrial park hears about it.
Yep, reputations are local. And that actually brings up another big one, stability and succession. You're trying to build a relationship that's supposed to last 10, 15, 20 years. So you have to ask the uncomfortable questions. How long have you been in business? What does your leadership succession plan look like? Who is going to be running this place in 5 years? If the founder is retiring next year and there's no plan, that technician expertise you're relying on could walk right out the door.
Wait, that's a really smart point. You're not just buying their current capability, you're buying their future stability. And speaking of expertise, This is a big one. You can't just assume every tech is qualified for every machine. A crew that spends 90% of their time on standard rotary screw compressors might look great on paper, but if you're running a reciprocating or a massive centrifugal machine, those require completely different specialized skill sets. You have to ask for their actual certifications.
Oh, absolutely. You don't want a rookie learning how to service a centrifugal compressor on your dime. But let's talk about the money side of this because I know some plant managers are going to look at the hourly rate and just go with the lowest number. But a cheap hourly rate is completely meaningless if they don't have the part on the truck, and it takes them 3 visits to actually solve the problem. You're paying for the downtime, not just the repair invoice.
Well, sure, Jason, but on the flip side, a higher rate isn't automatically better either. If a provider is charging a premium, they have to prove it. They need to show you the local inventory, provide solid references from facilities just like yours, and show you exactly what's included in their pricing. No hidden travel fees, no surprise diagnostic surcharges. It's about transparency.
Right, right. No gotchas on the bill. So, if we translate all of this, the best service provider is the one who can show up fast, actually knows your specific machine inside and out, has the parts locally to fix it on the first visit, and has a stable business model that ensures they'll still be there to support you a decade from now.
Perfect. Couldn't have said it better myself. All right, I think that's a solid place to wrap this up. Good chatting, Jason.
You too, Lisa. Talk next time.